So when it comes to the cap space, Avonte Maddox, what are you doing about him? Because cutting Avonte Maddox would save $7 million.
Yeah,
Avonte Maddox. Dang, you couldn't even let me finish.
No, go ahead. My bad. We need that bread. We need that bread. We need that bread. And I think, on a cheaper deal, I think Roby was better. You know what I mean? And I also think that Gardner Johnson was cheaper. And he was better, out of the slot. So, I mean.
So I know we have Isaiah Rodgers, who, he sat a whole year out. We haven't seen him in Philly. And that is somebody who can come in the slot. But when it comes to Avonte Maddox, why are you so quick to cut Maddox? You didn't even let me get my statement out because you were so quick to cut Maddox. You didn't even take a time to think, because Bradley Roby wasn't healthy either, though, himself.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Bradley Roby wasn't healthy, but he was cheap. Avonte Maddox is not healthy and he's expensive. You know what I mean? Avonte Maddox, when was the last time he finished the whole season? Now, I do like this part about Avonte Maddox, that he could play some safety. You know what I mean? That was earlier in his career. But, as of right now, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles need to be getting cornerbacks that are willing to tackle. Now, Avonte Maddox is probably the best tackling corner on the roster, but he's also the smallest guy.
But
and he can't stay healthy
after he tackles somebody.
You know what I mean? Every time he make a good tackle, his turf toe, his back. Every time he make a good play, he end up getting hurt. And you know what I mean? Like with the cap going up $30 million and being able to save $7 million with Avonte Maddox, that much money and that much power in the hands of Howie Roseman is a good thing. You know what I mean? So, I would probably part ways with Avonte Maddox and save that bread. Because you got other guys, it's guys, it's a priority list, in my opinion, of who got to be extended. You know what I mean? You got guys that got to get paid. You know what I mean? You can save some of that money and do some of that.
This is the toughest part of the year because, like your mind say, like, cut them. Like, it makes perfect sense to cut somebody, but, you get attached to these guys. You get attached. Right. So this is the hardest part where business comes into it. But I agree because, Avonte, the best ability is availability. And when he's on the field, he's fine, but he could just never stay on the field, like clockwork. Mm-hmm. Kevin Byard. Cutting him. I hope this number is right, but I'm seeing $13 million. Is that what you're seeing too?
That's what I've been seeing as well. But I just really, I've seen so much good tape out of Kevin Byard that
so you can stop and think and rationalize Kevin, but Avonte cut him.
I could rationalize Kevin, but I've seen some disgusting tape this year as well on Kevin Byard. But I have to believe that coaching was so bad that there's no way in the world Kevin Byard, who was already an all-pro coming from somewhere else, was that bad. But then again, you could save $20 million off of these two guys, the 7 and the 13. You could save $20 million with the increase of $30 million. He might got to go. Symone. He might got to go because
$13 million. That's a lot of money.
You could realistically get rid of him and keep Maddox. You know what I mean? Realistically, but if you let both of them go and you get rid of that $20 million, now you're talking about being able to afford Derrick Henry, who we linked to. You're talking about being able to afford Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about being able to, easily extend Dickerson and HAASON Reddick, even Smitty. You could get Smitty out of the way too. You know what I mean? Before T. Higgins and those guys set the market. So I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad if both of them are gone or one of them are gone. I'm not mad at it because you got guys you got to extend. We got Kevin Byard and got worse. That's just the facts.
And we was so lit when we got Kevin.
Lit. We thought, man, and we was like 9-1, right? Or something like that. Mm-hmm. Lit. We thought we was going back.
When you look back at like everything, like when we got James back, I was so lit. I was like, right. Oh, we got James. Oh, but we got Byard. Oh, everything is going to change now. The missing piece.
Mm-hmm.
We was getting,
You know, it's unfortunate that, you know, we're not in these positions with Bradbury, because I think Bradbury costs like 20 million to cut. I don't think we could cut him. I don't think we could cut him, man. I would try to restructure him, honestly, but I don't think you could cut him. Slay like 20 million.
So cut Maddox, but you were on the fence with Byard. So which one are you doing with Byard?
I would probably part ways with Byard. I would part ways with Byard, and I would draft the safety, or I would try to get a safety in free agency.